But so the whole first half he on the phone talking to his mom, texting his mom back and forth, giving her updates of his day and stuff. What'd you do today? Oh, I was doing it. And talking to his mom. Now he's only been going a week, but I ain't heard from the little nigga a whole week. Just ain't thinking about that. Ain't thinking about that.
One missed call, not nothing.
Check my phone, make sure it's on. Right. Make sure I got the cell signal. Make sure I got some bars.
They just having a blast.
Just having a blast.
Man, he just forgot all about it.
Look, the cell phone I bought.
Daddy, where's mommy?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back for another episode. We actually did this 3 weeks in a row. I'm very proud of us.
Very proud.
Consistency is the key.
Consistently consistent.
Right. So this is the third week of Let Me Tell You Why I Hate My Kids. And you know how we do. We get right into it. This week we're going to actually start a little different. And just, I don't think we ever got to get to know who we are. So we kind of get to know who Kenny is, kind of know who I am. And Kenny, tell me about your week. How you went? How everything been?
Man, this past week has been great. The usual hustle and bustle of life. You know how that is as a dad. It don't stop. Don't let modern society or social media fool you. Us dads work hard too.
We do actually work hard.
In the trenches.
I'm depressed at the moment. Don't let the smile fool you.
He gonna pull up in the driveway and cry in the car before he go in the house.
That's how
dad
life works.
That's how dad life goes.
You gotta keep
Let me get it together before I get in this house.
Right. We depended on so.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been good, man. Just hustle and bustle. It's a school out, if anybody want to know what time of year this podcast is taking on, it's the summertime, so the school out, kids home, I work from home, and having kids at the house while you trying to work, like have a serious job at work, kids don't care about that. They don't care about that at all.
At all. They think money grows on trees.
They think money grows on trees and think because I'm home, I'm not doing nothing, because I'm not working, and I've never seen kids so hungry before. No, I take that back.
Their stomachs are so small.
But I take that back. They're only hungry for specific things, for certain things. It's usually snacks.
There we go.
So I like to counter and Daddy, I'm hungry. Can I get something to eat? Oh, do you want a peanut butter jelly sandwich?
Right.
They're like, no, I'm not hungry. I knew you wasn't hungry. You're trying to play me.
Right.
And I don't appreciate that. I'm here trying to earn us a living, an honest living. And you playing me for snacks. Dang. So I do a little counter with that. I try to encourage them to go outside, but it's just so hot.
It's scorching outside.
Being here in Florida, so
being here in Jacksonville, you think we have gotten used to the heat, but it's the new type of heat. So with consideration of none of my neighbors trying to call child services. Right.
I don't send them outside in the middle of the day. I try to wait till like the evening time or something. It's a little cooler. Mm-hmm. And I'm off for work or whatever. But trust and believe, they hounding me I got a 5-year-old. He has no concept of time. So I say we going outside a little later. Mm-hmm. Later in his mind is 15 minutes. Are we going outside now? And so now I'm almost to the point of just frustration and aggravation because you done asked me this question 30 times and now my answer about to be no because you done pissed me off.
There we go.
So now I value your desire to want to go outside and play, to be a kid, but you're pushing me to now I'm punishing you for just aggravating me. I'm in conference calls and meetings all day and you just keep asking me to go outside.
It's only right.
It's only fair. I gotta teach you time and place. Time and place for everything. But let me tell you the real reason. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you why I hate my kids. So my oldest son, I had prior to getting married. His mom and I.
Are you calling him the accident? We don't say that on the podcast.
This is recorded.
You don't want him to see it at 18 and just start crying
I don't want
his door.
I don't want them to use this against me in court. Son, I love you very, very much. Even though I just said, let me tell you why I hate him.
Right.
But so my oldest son, who I had before I got married, his mom and I have, the custodial agreement that I get him the first half of the summer, and she gets him the second half of the summer. So last weekend was the switch. I had them all of June. Now we're in a new month in July. She has them the whole month of July as up until school's about to start, and then we go back to our usual exchange. But anyway, now the whole time I have them, and you as a dad, you kind of, especially having sons, you figure they'll probably turn into a mama's boy, so you kind of think about that. But it's nice for your kids to act like they like you too, But so the whole first half he on the phone talking to his mom, texting his mom back and forth, giving her updates of his day and stuff. What'd you do today? Oh, I was doing it. And talking to his mom. Now he's only been going a week, but I ain't heard from the little nigga a whole week. Just ain't thinking about that. Ain't thinking about that.
Not one missed call, not nothing.
Check my phone, make sure it's on.
Right.
Make sure I got the cell signal. Make sure I got some bars.
They just having a blast.
Just having a blast.
Man, he just done forgot all about
Look,
it.
the cell phone I bought, the cell plan that I paid for, I don't hear from it. And then I know what's gonna aggravate me even more when I do reach out and say, "Hey, so how you doing?" It's gonna, I'm good.
Yeah,
that's gonna be it. One word, two word answer.
Yeah.
One word answer. Have you been doing? So what you up to? It's always nothing.
Nothing. Playing the game.
So
that's all.
So you're doing nothing. so that always he'll be 12 next month. And like I said, at some level you kind of understand. He's his mom's only child, so it's gonna be a level of he's a mama's boy. I get that. Over at her house, he's an only child, so he get everything he don't have to share.
Mama's boy. Are you a mama's boy?
No. Well, I probably am a mama's boy, only because I'm the oldest boy, so I'm probably more protective. So I'm a mama's boy, though. But it's levels to this, though. It's levels to this. I call my dad from time to time, check on his welfare. If it was up to my oldest son, a month go by, he don't hear from me. And that wouldn't strike him as odd at all. And I don't know if this is just I don't know if this is a precursor of life, like the remainder of my life. Like I turn into that dad, hey son, just calling to see how you doing.
Yeah. I could definitely see me doing that to my kids.
Like I get clean, okay, dad. Like I'm fine, dad.
Right.
I just want
35 years old.
35 years old. I'm still calling.
70 in my chair, like just calling to see how your day going.
Calling to see how you doing.
Just fix me some lemonade.
I ain't heard from you.
When you gonna bring my grandson?
Because that's all I got left in life.
Right.
So yeah, man. So this whole summertime or anytime he away, whether it's if we alternate holidays and stuff like that. Anytime he's away, weekdays or whatever case may be, I don't hear from him. But him and his mom be just as chit chatty and sharing stories and all kind of stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, and I guess to a degree, and as a man, I don't want to be on the phone like that anyway, but I think it's different when it's your child.
Yes.
So it's like, it'd be nice to hear from you, son. Like,
hey.
It's like just hey, you have siblings here, so even if you just use your siblings as a reason to call, I'm just calling to see how they doing, what they up to, whatever. As the oldest,
And you're experiencing that. He's 12.
He's 12.
And I have 6 and 7-year-olds, and I'm experiencing that now. So I have something to look forward to. I'm already in it, 6 feet deep. Like, they don't talk to me. They talk to their mom more than me. Their mom comes home, mommy, running down the stairs, running down the stairs to see her when to greet her. I come home from a long day at work.
I gotta go
and
upstairs
no one moves.
Right.
No one moves. I have to walk into the room that they're at. Hey, how y'all doing? On their tablets, hey dad. And it's like,
hey dad.
It's like I don't pay for this house.
All he do is pay the bill.
Right, that's all I do. Like
I can say, as I said, I work from home, and if it's in the middle of the school year when everybody leave and I stay home, I can be in my office all day, all night. They come home, they'll find something to snack on or get ready for dinner, bath in bed. If I don't leave the office, nobody will speak to me. And I gotta come out. I was like, "Hey, like this. Anybody think about dad? I mean, dang." But if I'm home with the kids or whatever, mom just leaves to go to the grocery store. One, while she gone, where's mommy?
Right. Yes.
And then B, as soon as they hear that garage open, mommy's here, mommy's here. Like, okay, like I'm not the one who been wrestling with you for 35 minutes, even though your punches and kicks getting harder and harder every day, and I gotta keep a stone face like it don't faze me.
I just experienced one of your kids' handshakes.
It
was very,
right. They're very aggressive. I have aggressive children.
Very aggressive.
And so
for no reason at all.
My youngest one just mud stomped me in the ribs, and I gotta act like I'm unfazed. But the inside, I'm like, what?
Yes.
I need to hit the gym or something just so they don't get to that point where they feel like they could try me. So
bro.
So all that to say, long answer short, that's how my week has been going.
Well, it's good to know that. My week, I guess it's been going pretty good. Can't complain. Like you said, the time frame of the day. We're just past 4th of July. So I experienced that not for the first time. I think we actually went somewhere last year to watch fireworks. So the first time I had to actually experience buying fireworks, which I haven't bought fireworks in so
long.
I didn't know how expensive they were. It's crazy.
Expensive just to set them on fire.
Right.
And
I always thought the logic of me buying fireworks is like setting my money on fire.
Set your money on fire.
I've never understood that, why people would do that. But for this reason, I mean, before this year, my kids begged me to buy it because they didn't want to actually go to where they went last year. So I felt like, I have to do something. They did ask, so I did push back some, but eventually went to go buy some. But I didn't know how expensive they were. $70. I only bought like 2 things, man, and it really. Only thing I can think about was all the hours I just put in about $70 worth of fireworks.
And when that number come up on the register, you literally sitting there thinking, do I want to disappoint these children?
When we walked into the tent,
I was
like, hey, I don't want to really buy nothing. The people came up to me, I really don't want to buy a lot. They're scared of the fireworks already, so we're not going to do a lot. We're probably just going to watch some. So just give me something, something small is what I said. She picks up the first one. Oh, here, you can have this one. This doesn't really do a lot. It's $12. So I'm like, $12 for this little thing? So it already struck me like this stuff is already expensive. $12. And then it went from 12 to 20. So I was like, okay, let me just get 2 of these because I got 2 daughters. And it eventually shot up to $70. One of them was buy one, get one free. So
my gosh.
I just didn't understand what just happened. But long story short, we did that, and my oldest daughter has been having a ear infection lately this past week. And I will tell you this, it may sound crazy when it comes out, so let me preface it. Let me say it slowly so it doesn't go as bad as it sounds. This has been the best week this year. Because she's had an ear infection, she's been under the weather. No, I do care for my baby. I do love my baby. She has been under the weather. Her ear infection. She had a little temperature. She's been running hot lately.
But the
calmness in the house has been lovely. Right. I just sat back one day and was like, so this is how it is when you just have normal kids.
Normal kids.
Everybody's just on their tablets. Everybody quiet. She doesn't move a lot, so she only come up to me and she wants to snuggle, which is cool. I love it. Like, this is what it feels like to have normal kids. So I expect that at all times. So yesterday they spent the night over somebody's house, so they came back today, and I saw them today, and she's back to normal now. So,
right.
It was a good week though, but that's how my week been going.
You know what, on the fireworks thing, and maybe these kids are just, we've spoiled them enough. You remember the white things you used to buy with fireworks and throw them on?
Oh yes.
Like them, the ground things and sparklers used to be enough.
Yes.
Now they want stuff that shoot up in the air and explode and do like the whole firework display like you in the middle of downtown or something.
Right.
The little white things that fall on that you just pop on the floor, that don't work no more. I remember that used to be a joy. Now,
and then
that's
it's crazy.
too simple.
Like when I go out and launch my little $70, it's only two things.
It's only two things.
We over
It's quick, right?
We over quick. And the fact that I went to the tent, it's fireworks going on. Did my 2 fireworks? It's still fireworks. I'm driving home and it's 12 o'clock at night and it's still like. I thought we was in the depression. Like, where are y'all getting this money from?
People spend big
like,
bucks on fire.
Why?
I fired up some fireworks at the house, and I had this one thing. It was on the ground, so it didn't shoot up in the air, but it spun around and made different colors or whatever.
Yeah.
My kids talking about, that's it. Don't you know what level everybody go in the house we through?
You gotta have another job to buy
Have
fireworks.
another
bro.
job. You talking about, this it? Boy, God.
I would never buy fireworks again. Let me let you know. I have to plan for this. Like now, I have to start saving for fireworks for next
I
year.
gotta have
now.
a separate account
Because I did not
just
know.
to
I
follow the
was-
firework.
Wow. And the thing, let me tell you why I hate my kids. So I told them we'll go at 7:30, and I've been teaching about time and stuff like that. So
Right.
you know how as adults we always round the time up to the nearest 5, 10,
Right,
whatever.
right.
It's 7:30, it's 7:45, it's 8 o'clock. My kids come up to me and correct me daily when I say it's 7:30, and they come up, no, Dad, it's 7:23. Let me tell you how much that annoys me. Because your blankety blank don't do anything else right, but you know how to correct me on this thing.
You get in time.
Right.
You get in time.
Now you want to be the perfect child and correct me on these
boy.
things. And it oh my gosh, it makes me so mad when they do that every time. It feel like they being smart aleck with me. No, Dad, it's 7:24.
It gives that vibe.
It does.
What's the phrase? Is reading smart?
Right.
Smart mouth.
You're being a smart
It's
mouth.
giving smart
I
mouth.
feel like I'm supposed to be whipping you at this point.
I feel like I should backhand you
Right.
now, you know, but I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna take
I'm
this.
trying to still, I'm new to this.
Kudos on knowing what time it is, but at the same time, though, respect me as
Right.
your father.
Respect
It's
me.
like, am I proud or am I offended? Right, so, no, let me tell you, with my kids in time, especially my youngest one, my youngest two, they'll ask me what time it is as if they got something to do.
Right.
Daddy, what time is 5:15? You got somewhere to do? Like, why are you asking me what time it is? You got somewhere to go? Because I know whatever it is, I got to take you. So why you keep harassing me about what time it is?
Oh, it's the worst. Oh, I hate these kids. I hate them. I really can't stand them.
Can't stand up. You be close to calling them all out there. Like,
Just get out my face.
if he was a dude on the street, I'd smash.
Oh, if he was a dude on the street, I swear I'll walk right past you. I swear you put your hand out for $1, I'll walk right past
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Oh, these kids get on my nerves.
They be
for real.
trying you, dog. They be trying you.
It's ridiculous how much you have to be up on your game, and it's crazy because when I think about my kids, my youngest Chloe, she's the slickest one. So she do her little stuff behind the back and stuff. Probably talk about me, cuss me out behind my back, all the type of stuff. And I see the little tendencies that she do now of trying to be slick, sneaking stuff in her book bag, going to school, and sneaking stuff under her beds and stuff, trying to think. So it's like I gotta constantly be up on my game. So I got another job of trying to make sure you not being slick, because I know how slick I was.
I gotta be
when
two
I was
steps
young.
ahead of you.
Right. And it's just tiring. That's all.
I try to tell my kids all the time. They be trying to do little sneak stuff or the obvious lie. Like I tell my kids all the time. I ask you a question already knowing the answer to
Already.
it. I already know the answer to it.
Already know
I'm
it.
just give you the opportunity to elaborate, to explain, give your side of the story.
Right.
So, quick story. So my son, I wake him up one morning to go to school. And so I give a rundown. You put on deodorant, brush your teeth. You have your cell phone, book bag, blah blah blah. So I pick his phone up out the bed. As I hit it, I see it's on like 10%. Why is it on 10%? Like, why didn't you charge it last night? He look at me. I did.
Obviously. Obviously.
I'm looking at it. It's on 10%. I think,
look at you with a straight face. Why are you looking at it? I did.
So I look at the wall, the outlet, and I don't see any charger cord there, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How you charge your phone when your charger not here? So that's when I charged it in the loft. So show it to me. Show me your charger. So
we gotta go to the fullest extent with this. So we're gonna carry this lie out. To the end.
No. Even before that, I asked him where his charger was. He says it's his backpack. So I'm like, okay, well, show it to me. Show me your charger. So he grabbed his backpack, digging through the different compartments. Like, and I just felt like I must got stupid on my head or something. Like, I must got idiot, dummy. It's disrespect. That's what it is. So you go through every compartment. I'm like, where's your charger? He told me, I must have left it in the loft. So he going to the loft. At this point, I know he ain't got his charger.
Right.
Maybe
we knew that before you went in the book, but
so,
we're going to play it out.
And maybe he left it at his mom's house or whatever because it goes back and forth. So I walked back to my room to finish getting ready so we can leave out the house. I come back out. He peeking under the couches.
Still looking for it.
Still looking for a charger that's not here.
It's not here.
Instead of just telling me, oh, I left it at my dad's house. I was using another cord and I just forgot to do it last night.
That's all.
Would it have been aggravated?
Probably. No, but we'd have been over it by now.
Okay, whatever. We would have been over it by now. But the fact you go through this elaborate scheme.
Still looking for it. In the back of your head, you know it's not here.
You know it's not here.
Why are we looking under the bed?
Why are we looking
behind the stall?
Why are we looking under the sofa? Like, you know it's not here. What are we doing? And so it bothered me. That thing bothered me. So it was a Monday morning. So I dropped him off to school, and typically from Monday through Thursday, he's at his mom, and I pick him up over the weekend. Well, later on that afternoon, this was on a Monday, so I dropped him off to school. It bothered me all day, and so later on that Monday evening or whatever, I stopped over to his mom's house to talk to him. This is bothering me.
Yeah,
like that was unnecessary. You like. It's so many more serious things that you can lie about. And I tell my kids all the time, don't waste unnecessary lies on me. You don't waste them. Like, it's going to be plenty of stuff to lie about. I ain't encourage you to lie. But, however, there's going to be a time where Esther hit the fan and you're going to need to lie about it. This ain't one of them times. So I'm like, that pissed me off more than anything. It was just an unnecessary lie. You could just say, I left my charger at my mom. Because you've done it before. Or, you've lost it. We just bought you another one. But the fact that you went through and carried out in this lie, searching for a charger, when I asked you why you didn't charge your phone, you knew in that moment, you knew all weekend the charger wasn't here. Why? And I'm trying to be careful of what I say to describe them in case they use this in court. But it really pissed me off.
I understand.
I was floored. It bothered me all day.
It makes no sense. Why they lie? My youngest is the liar in our family. She's the one that you got to stay up on your game about. But I'm definitely with you with that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're now gonna shift the conversation to some of the posts and conversation in our Facebook group. You can find us on Let Me Tell You I Hate My Kids podcast. And we have a group, a private group called Let Me Tell You I Hate My Kids. I'm telling you, join the group. You won't regret it. It's full of hilarious stories from all walks of life, all areas of the country, all ethnicities. Everybody's welcome. Join the group, boost up the engagement. If you're already in the group, and send out invites to your friends, your family, or your neighbors, even though y'all ain't really all that cool. Let's boost up the engagement in the group.
Right.
It's a good time.
What we're actually trying to do is we're trying to get all the parents together so we can gang up on the kids and beat them to death. So please,
let's have a war. we start the war.
So we're trying to start a war. So just gang up on the kids. So come on in the group. We have a lot of fun. We talk about a lot of things that we do to our kids and what our kids are doing. So
no, it's not to our kids. It's what our kids are doing to us. They
so
put us through
it's
it.
a lot of engagement, a lot of fun talks and back and forth. So come on in the group.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Well, one post that tickled me this past week, and if you're watching this on YouTube, which I encourage, there you should see on the screen now, where it says somebody took a in the shower and no one knows who did it. Thanks for listening.
When I saw this, I screamed because when my kids were younger than they are now, this actually happened to me. My youngest one actually took a work in the tub, and you go in there and ask them, and it's like nobody knows.
What me? I don't know how that could have
Nobody knows. Like, what's going on?
They start looking around. Wasn't my butt? What was it? Well, not out of my butt.
And a part of me liked it because they're forming that sisterhood, like don't tell on me, I won't tell on you type thing. So I kind of liked it in that sense. But in another sense, I'm like, who did it? Because somebody needs to be disciplined here. We don't do this in the toilet.
Right.
I mean, we do this in the toilet.
My youngest, who when it was bath time, they took baths together. Mm-hmm. My youngest son would have his accidents. My second, he was not having. I mean, he would lose his mind. For one, it's clear it wasn't him, and he would all but run out the tub if it floated near him. Like he was not having it. It would have been better if it was live fish in the tub with him than a piece of poop. Like, but this post, in the case with your daughters, the fact that
nobody knows.
Even if any other kids really don't know, one of them kids lying.
Do we get to a point where I have to stand up and let me see you moving? Like I gotta check a poop room because we gonna get to the bottom of this.
We gonna get to the bottom.
We are going to get to the bottom of this one way or the other.
Don't nobody know who put this kid.
It's so funny that nobody knows where it came from. I don't know if it's the way I walked in the room or the bathroom. Like, what in the world is my soul that just to spark the scarce open the whole room, or what's going on here?
When you walk in, for one, it catch you off guard. What is that?
What is this?
What is this floating in?
And the fact that y'all just sitting here while it's in here, get out.
Like
let me wash the tools.
Right.
Now y'all gotta get right back.
You gotta get right back in there. So y'all standing there all soap sudsy and wet. It's a long night. I gotta drain all this water out, put more water in, and now when you get back in there, it's a fast bath. we ain't
doing nothing else.
I might not get you good.
You just get back.
You just get back and get wet.
Just to make me feel better, basically, because we're not really soaking it. We're not
right. Now I'm aggravated. It's a fast bath for everybody going to bed. But that was funny. That was funny.
That was the funniest one post that I've seen in a long time. But yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
And it's typical, whether it be poop in the tub or just something missing, something break. It's typical of your kids to where nobody knows nothing.
Hey, and like I said, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because I really do want my kids to be on
that
each other's
bond,
side.
right?
That bond. Like, don't tell on me, I won't tell on you. And it's cute for the first couple seconds, but
I need some answers for real, like because it could be a coachable moment right now. Like, alert me.
I gotta get a whipping. So,
right.
I mean, both of y'all can get a whipping, or one of y'all?
Like, this is a coachable moment.
Like,
alert me when the rumble starts to happen. I can get you to the toilet.
Yeah.
Don't just sit here and let it go. That's not what we do. Like, that's not appropriate. Like,
you felt it coming.
You felt it coming. Like, it ain't too many just oopsies outside the age of 18 months.
Yes.
So you felt it coming and you said nothing.
You felt like this was okay.
You felt it was okay.
This is what I don't want to establish, is that it's okay to poop in the tub. Like,
right.
You're trying to get out of there. Right. That's all.
Like, you gotta.
It's a toilet right
like, here. You kind of with pee, but poop is definitely a no-go. Pee is there.
Put some more soap in the water. You gotta go away.
You can't do that. You can't do that. So, gentle parenting is a topic that's come up here. Well, that term is it has come about in recent years, I guess you could say. The concept of gentle parenting. That the way our parents raised us is a no. The extra aggression, I guess. Now, at least for me, I can speak for me, and maybe I've romanticized my childhood a lot to where I appreciate how tough my parents were, because it shaped me to be who I am and the responsible adult that I am. But gentle parenting, people argue, is more productive and make your kid feel like they have more of a stake in their childhood. I guess more. I don't know.
I don't know how they got a stake in this.
People won't pay damn bills,
right?
But people will argue for gentle parenting. Now,
gentle parenting, the people that say the kid has their room, hey, not before I come
the room is their space, okay, right? Or instead of immediately fussing at them, you just teach them why what they're doing is wrong in a calm demeanor or whatever, or or encouragement type style.
So this is more in the Caucasian.
It sounds like it, because now the counter to that oftentimes is that I have to have gentle kids to be a gentle parent.
There we go.
Now, I can't have a kid who's surfing down the stairs in the mat with a mattress and still be a gentle parent. I can't have a kid who sneaking food into their room after I've told them 50 times not to do that, and explain to them the consequences of doing that, the ramifications of doing that, and still be a gentle parent. So, one of the posts that was generated in the group is for parents to give, to raise your hand, if you're a gentle parenting advocate, and how that works out for you.
Okay.
Well, about overwhelming margin, nobody's a gentle parent. I don't know if I've met a person who's truly a gentle parent. So if you are a gentle parent, if you're listening or watching us or a part of the Facebook group, speak up, please.
Tell us how that's going.
Tell us how that's going.
Because if you listen to our last week podcast, those gentle parents have kids smoking in their bedroom, and they're setting the house on fire.
Yeah.
They're flushing stuff down the toilet that's not supposed to go down the toilet. Those are the gentle parents that we're speaking of.
Those are the folks who are gentle parents and afraid of their own kid.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Johnny's acting up in the store, and you're saying, Johnny, please be quiet. Please be quiet. You're embarrassing me. Please be quiet.
Johnny.
No. Snatch him up by his shirt and drag him outside.
I was at the store one time. I can't remember a store. Maybe it's like a Family Dollar General or something like that. It was like one of them cheap stores or whatever. So you go down the toy aisle, where you may okay them to get a little cheap toy. It's $1.
Yeah.
And so it was a Caucasian mom, and her, she and her son were looking at toys. So Tim, let's just call him Tim, he wanted more than one toy, but she said, no, you only get one toy. Tim probably no older than 4 or 5.
Okay.
And Tim, no, I want this toy and that toy, And so she's trying her gentle parent approach, and trying to just say, no, you have enough toys. This is a treat because you had a good week. But Tim was adamant in wanting more than one toy. And then I saw her get down to eye level and say, "Look, Mister, that's too much respect right there. Mister, look, boy, what?
Look, nigga.
Oh, what I say is, I asked my children to repeat, whatever it is I said. I want you to repeat to me what I said, so I know you heard me. Okay. And then maybe coming out your mouth, it'll register again. We only get one toy, and we ain't say nothing else about it. But the dialogue and the conversation,
okay, I get you.
Right? The dialogue and the conversation she was having with Tim, and then say, hey, "Look, Mister, we're only getting one toy," and then went to further explain it. That's it. I think Tim is probably a terrorist at home. Tim slams his door, and you go back behind him and knock and ask for access.
Oh, please don't be that parent.
Please don't
be that parent.
Don't be that parent. I done had friends. Now, luckily, I wasn't crazy enough to try with my parents, but I done had friends who parents took their doors off the hinges. You say they slamming those doors in my house. Yeah, taking doors off hinges. Oh, you want to slam doors? How about you don't have a door? This concept of gentle parenting again, you gotta have gentle kids who responsible. Who do what you ask them the first time, you know, and not saying kids gonna be perfect or like household chores. You may have to remind them from time to time. You know, they get absent-minded, but by and large, you know this is what you're supposed to do,
Right.
and I don't have to keep reminding you. And
I think that's what I was as a child. I don't know. You had to ask my mom about that. I pretty much understood the assignment,
right? Like
what was asked of me and what was required of me, and I kind of understand. I expect that from my kids. And
right.
So the opposite. Gentle parenting doesn't.
Gentle parenting. I tell my kids all the time. Do what you're supposed to do in order to do what you want to do.
There you go.
Like, don't expect me to especially as they're getting older, especially the older two. You want to hang out with your friends now, head to the movies, and now, granted, you don't make any of your own money, so this still requires my money. But
This is true.
I can be more flexible and allow these things for you to, you know, have somewhat of a life when you're just doing what I asked you to do.
Right.
You know, again, do what you're supposed to do. So you can do what you want to do. That's the mantra I had when I was in high school. My parents let me pretty much do whatever I wanted to do because I did all I was supposed to do. I took care of school. I took care of home. I had a part-time job. I played sports. My parents didn't have to worry about me. But a couple other siblings who I won't name. But if they're watching, they know exactly who I'm talking about.
James? James was pretty good.
James is just he marched to the beat of his own drum. You know? He marched to the beat of his own drum. But one of my sisters.
Well, we're down to sisters.
We're down to sisters. Process of elimination.
We're getting closer. Guys.
Well, one of my sisters, she wasn't allowed to have a life because you know. She did a lot of what she wanted to do, but wasn't doing what she was supposed to do first.
Okay.
And
It
so
seems like the oldest. Maybe
I ain't put no names out there. I put no names out there.
Seems like we're just kind of process of elimination. But
If I had to make a list. But so I teach that to my kids, like just if you know the garbage is supposed to be taken out, if you know your room's supposed to be clean, if you know you're supposed to load the washing machine on Sundays, which is school, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Like you know you're supposed to do it.
Right.
Why do you want to hear my mouth?
Why?
Why do you want to hear my mouth?
I don't want to hear myself.
I don't want to talk.
Right.
Like, if I could just sit on the couch and not talk to nobody, I think I'll be fine.
It would be
But you're making me this person that I didn't sign up to be. I thought I could be a gentle parent. I thought that's what my life was going to be. But no, here we are.
And I feel like I can't. I mean, I don't go around throwing my kids against the wall. But it just feels like I argue a lot, which would disqualify me from being a gentle parent. But I do try to reason with my kids and say, hey, you can do this a little better.
I try to give them logic, man.
Yes. Like, hey, I'm trying to teach you at every given moment.
Right.
I'm not going to be all right.
Ain't gonna be
But pooping in the tub is not recorded.
That is not the way to go. It's more work on the back end.
It's more work on the back end, and I just want you to understand the work that I have to put in to do that.
If you just jumped out the tub to get on the toilet, the floor gonna be a little wet, but that's a much simpler process than I got to drain this whole tub out. Again, find something to scoop the poop. So you just made more work.
Yes,
and
we argue about the water being on the floor constantly till this day.
Oh
my oldest just found out yesterday that she's taking showers now.
oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm walking down the hallway. I'm like, why is the shower going? She's in there singing.
Who commissioned that? Where did that start?
But, I guess they have a better relationship with their mom.
Right.
Because I did not know this. I'm like, who's taking a shower?
Right. In this bathroom, right.
It's just y'all here. So
And she getting in by herself at that.
Obviously, she's been doing it. She said this is her second time. When I called it was her second time. So obviously she did it before that. Because I walk by, it's just normal. She's in there singing, washing. I'm
Having
like,
a good old time.
when did this start? And this brings me back to when we started the conversation about how I don't have a relationship with my kids. This is why I hate my kids. Because they feel like they talk to their mom more than they talk to me. And
That whole shower thing, I can't even remember. Again, I got older kids and younger kids. I don't even remember at what point my older kids started showering. I just remember my daughter, like the place we stayed in at the time. We had the bathtub with like the they had the like the sliding door, the glass
Right.
doors attached to it, so we didn't need shower curtains. Which and the more cool, you know. So when they bathing or showering, the water not getting all over the floor. Well, my daughter, she was already old enough to take showers, but she wanted to have a bath at it. She wanted to take a bath at it, sit down bath. Cool, whatever, you know.
Do what you do.
I do what you do. Right. As long as I ain't got to do it. As long as I got to do it. Leave me alone. Right. So I walk past I come upstairs and walk past the bathroom to go to my room, and I hear water sloshing.
Yeah.
I get it. I open up the door, out the door.
She ended up swimming.
She ended up sliding back and forth, water sloshing, coming through the door. Have you lost your mind? Like,
Yes.
and did you not realize water was all up? Like, or did you think, oh, I'm just doing this and wipe it up before it back up?
Yes.
I mean, you in a, like, it's a water park or something
That
like
was the
that.
reason I had to separate. That's why I had told my kids, I had to get to the point where I said, hey, you take a bath first and you take, because it just seemed like when y'all get together, y'all tag team, double team, y'all want to just, because I went past one time and they were actually in there swimming. Like,
That's what
where are you
that's
going?
what my boys do. My boys be full-fledged, laid out, with feet kicking and everything.
Everywhere. And I'm thinking like, where do we go from here?
My boys
What's the punishment?
either in the wrestling, and I'm just fearful they're gonna drown each other. They end up wrestling in the water, or
You walk in and just one of them.
just one of them
Yeah.
and I'm like, stop playing in the water, or they end up swimming,
Yeah.
holding their breath and like full flat.
My
And
youngest one, and we at the point where my youngest one, I'm have to teach her to stop drinking the water.
stop drinking the water. Why are you drinking?
The water is dirty.
That's how my
That's
youngest
the water.
one. My
Why do I
young,
have to keep telling you each week to stop drinking the water?
my youngest one, like Davey, he be drinking the water.
Like, what came in your mind to think, I
Oh,
want to keep drinking this water?
you don't drink water no other time except when you in the tub.
Except when you're in the tub.
Oh,
I don't understand this.
that's crazy. Yeah, these kids is something though,
And then
man.
you hear when they used to take a bath together, you can hear my oldest say, "Daddy, Chloe's drinking the water," and then Chloe comes back, "No, I'm not."
That sounds just
Why
like
would
mine.
she just
That
lie?
sounds like mine. That's
Why did she just bring that up and lie about it? Yes, you are drinking
that's
water.
that's how my son Trey Torrance drinking the water. No, I'm not.
Like, why would he lie about that? Out the blue, just say you drinking the water. Yes, your blessed lady.
You are drinking the water.
Where did you learn how to lie like this? Where did this lying spirit come from?
It's just immediate, dog. It's just
You
immediate.
born with it. You gotta be born with it. 'Cause
Born-
It's crazy how you lying
You
at that
born
young
with
age.
like and already know formally in your brain. I'm gonna tell this lie.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Yes.
Yes, you are. Nobody got a reason.
Nobody got a reason to lie on you right now.
Oh my God.
Of all the lies to tell on you, they gonna lie and say you
Like
drinking the
drinking
water.
Something that I told you
Oh, my
about over and over again to
gosh.
stop doing. Something that I've seen you
I've
before.
seen you do this. I've seen you.
Now they're lying on me.
For real,
I hate
man.
these kids, man.
I hate
them,
these
man. They really.
They get on my nerves.
The reason I got these gray hairs in my head. These the reason I gotta wear a hat because I'm going bald. They're the reason.
Listen, man. A reason I keep hair on my head so my hairline don't look like it's pushed back as far. Gotta give the illusion. Because they driving it back. I swear. Just the crazy stuff they do, man. And so, gentle parenting, to go back to the post, gentle parenting, whether they pooping in the tub or lying or fighting, like, you gotta have gentle kids to be a gentle parent. And if your stories sound anything like our stories, you ain't got gentle
You
kids.
ain't got it.
Gentle parenting is out the door for you. It's out the window.
Yeah.
You gotta rough these kids up. Cause I think about it like this. Cause I gotta prep you for your how you act in school,
Right.
for your behavior in school. Cause I know teachers don't have the same leeway I got as a parent.
Right.
You know, so even if we feel like we restricted as parents, teachers are restricted even more.
Even more.
And it's 15 of
It's-
your
yeah.
kid, and it's 15 of your
Yeah.
kid at one time. So I just been able to how to behave outside the house is important to me.
Yeah.
And that can, you can't be a gentle parent. I say you can't be. I guess every kid different. There are some kids who come out reading books and stuff. But
that's my oldest. She actually likes to read. I can go in the room and one be on the tablet and she's up there reading books for no reason, writing stories and just practicing math, but just out today. She's like the perfect, well, I wouldn't say the perfect child. She do be having some crazy dull moments, but why did you do this type thing? But she is a pretty good child. It's just the youngest that just pushed me to the limit. And like you were saying, how the teacher has 15 of these other kids in there, and they give you a little more leeway. I can just imagine my youngest doesn't listen to me when we're trying to learn. When we're trying to learn, she's all over the place. So I can just imagine when I'm not there.
Right.
What's going on.
And it's 15 other distractions in that classroom. Teachers don't get paid enough. I know we ain't talking about that, but
I couldn't do because I can't even teach my own.
I don't got the patience to teach my own.
Yeah.
But
it's hard out here for y'all. For the teachers.
So in conclusion of today's episode, again, I want to encourage you guys to, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, Let Me Tell You Why I Hate My Kids podcast, and you could join the group from the main page. Come in, share some laughs, share some stories. But we definitely encourage you guys to keep up with the page, to watch the podcast on YouTube, listen on Spotify and your other podcasts. Apps or platforms you listen to. Yes. We love the engagement that we've received thus far. Yes. Keep it up, guys. We love you guys, and we'll be seeing you next week.
You forgot that. God bless. And whoop your kids.
God bless. Whoop your kids.
Daddy, where's mommy?